Kia ora koutou. Welcome to this week's Friday Live. I am in probably about 3 hours heading to the airport and finishing off my year. So this is my last day in the office. My last few hours in the office is, in fact, this is one of the last jobs that I'm crossing off my to-do list. And relieved to be doing that. I know that many of you share these sentiments around this time of the year where you're just thankful that the end of the year is coming and you've got an opportunity to have a rest, have a break. And I know that the general feeling amongst us all is that we're all feeling a little bit tired as we get to the end of the year. But particularly for women, there is this end of year busyness. And Christmas, although it is a time of rest and a time for a break, can also be a really busy time, particularly for the mums that are out there. And this has been a reoccurring theme that I've been noticing and reading about, but fits really well and is timely because I've just finished writing a chapter as part of the first draft of the Superwoman Survival Guide about gender roles. And I was reading an article that I've actually shared on my LinkedIn this morning from Jo Cribb, the former CEO of the Ministry for Women, about how this uneven distribution of work can happen over Christmas and how women tend to be a lot busier because of these gender roles. And for me, I'm in a same-sex relationship, so gender doesn't really come into it. I buy Christmas presents and cards for all my side of the family. My partner buys Christmas presents and cards for all her side of the family, and that kind of feels like an even distribution over Christmas. However, I remember both of our mothers have these roles where it is the whole family you have to buy Christmas presents for, your family, your partner's family, the kids, and it's the shopping, and it's the organising, and it's the events, and it's the cooking of the dinner and everything else. And I remember as a kid, my dad being just as surprised when I opened my gifts from my parents as I was for what I've been given. And quite often there is this uneven distribution over Christmas where gender is concerned. And of course this adds to our sense of overwhelm, this adds to our sense of busy, because if you're working full-time as well, you will have a to-do list that you're trying to finish off by the end of the year. Your kids will have broken up from school now, and you'll be planning for Christmas, and that makes us extra busy at the end of the year where we're already tired. So I'd encourage you, if you're in that space, to look at where you can get support and delegate and make sure that is an even distribution of workload across your family this Christmas. Now, Christmas for me, so I'm going to be in the UK in a couple of days, and that'll be my Christmas with my family. Really looking forward to that. Feeling slightly gutted because it's only this week. If you're in Wellington, you'll know it's only this week we've been able to break out the jandals, and now I'm packing scarves and hats and coats to go to the UK. But this is a really special time for me because I only get to see my mum and dad once a year. So I really enjoy it, I really look forward to it, and it's very special, especially when it's at Christmas time, even though it will be a little bit cooler than what we'll be experiencing in New Zealand. For that reason, the laptop is staying here, so shortly after this is going to be turned off and will not be switched on again until 2020. And I'm excited about that, but it's important for me because I see so little of my family to make sure that I'm present and that I enjoy that and that I spend time with them when I'm in England. So yes, I'll have my phone, you'll see me online, but and I'll be checking emails, but the laptop is staying home. I'm not working, I'm having Christmas off, and I hope you are too. So what else is happening? I will pop a link in this live for a goal-setting webinar that I'll be doing when I get back. So the first week back in the new year, it's on the 9th of January. It's free, it's over lunchtime, and it's designed to help you look at your goals for 2020, reflect on what's been good about this year, and then set some targets for yourself and a bit of a look at what 2020 might look like so that you can kickstart the year on the right foot. And that also comes with a free ebook. So check that out, register if you'd like to attend. We've also got Imposter Syndrome Summer School kicking off in Wellington on the 13th of January. So that's 4 evenings over 5 weeks throughout January and February, where we can actually take a deep dive into navigating imposter syndrome and building your self-efficacy. So I'm excited to share that content and delve a bit deeper beyond the imposter syndrome workshops and talks that you've probably experienced this year. And last but not least, the retreat in April. So that's 50% full now. We've only got 5 places left. The early bird finishes for that at the end of this month. So if you are thinking about coming along for the Women's Weekend retreat with us in April, then make sure you book that in because the early bird will finish, so you'll get a $300 discount up until the end of this month. But obviously there's only 5 places left, so once they're gone, we are full and we can't take any more bookings. So whatever you're doing for your Christmas break, I hope that by now you're having the chance to wind down. I hope you have a fabulous Christmas break wherever you end up. And I think for me, one of the real things, you know, whilst we do try and balance this busyness and not get carried away with the doing at Christmas, it's taking the space to enjoy the time with our family. And I think this time of the year is an ideal opportunity for us to look back at the successes and the wins that we've had throughout 2019 before we start the new year, but also to be grateful for everything that we have, because the more and more Christmases I experience, the more and more I realise that it's not the things that I have, it's the experiences. It's less about the presents under the tree and more about the people that are around it. So I'm really looking forward to heading over to the UK and spending Christmas with my family. I hope you have a fabulous break, and look forward to catching up with you again later this year. Ka kite ana.